I had this thought as I was watching YouTube with my sister literally like 10 minutes ago. And the YouTuber that she was watching is apparently very well known in the NBA space. And he just goes to a lot of different NBA games. And I had made this comment to her. I was like, for some people, going to NBA games isn't a treat. It's just their everyday life. And it really got me thinking about what we normalize in our lives and what becomes our normal. And this YouTuber essentially normalized going to NBA games all the time. So that is his normal. And it just goes to show that you can create whatever life that you want, but it starts with how you want your life to look and what you want to be normal in your life. And when I really reflect on some of the things that I've normalized in my life, I can honestly say that a lot of those things are things that were kind of just handed to me in a sense, meaning they were things that I saw other people doing around me, and that was normal for me. And you can choose to create a new normal for yourself by deciding that that is going to be your normal and making it normal for you. And I always would get kind of frustrated when I was younger because, you know, even though my parents definitely provided a very nice life for me, it always was met with, oh, well, you have champagne taste. Oh, well, you're doing this, you're doing that. You want to live a high class lifestyle, this, that. And it's like, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's like, you have to normalize it in a way to the point where you are willing to actually do the internal work, do the identity work that merges your identity with the identity of the person who has those things that are normal in their lives. And the same could be said about literally everything, okay? When people become drug addicts, they normalize drugs in their life. That's why they are drug addicts. That's why they hang out with people who do drugs. When you are someone who normalizes fitness in your life, you become a fitness junkie. You hang out with people who talk about fitness, who are taking different fitness classes all the time, who are eating well, okay? You make that the normal in your life. When you are hanging out with people who are complaining all the time and who are frustrated by their jobs, frustrated by their spouses, frustrated by their friends, you are normalizing that in your life, okay? So you need to ask yourself the question, what am I normalizing in my life that I don't want to normalize? And if you're not fully conscious of the things that you've normalized in your life, look around your life. What can you say is normal? Okay? Is it normal to struggle? Is it normal to be overweight? Is it normal for you to not be happy in your life? That's what you've normalized. And until you can look yourself in the mirror and be extremely honest about what you have normalized. Sure, maybe some of it was passed down from your family members, but after a certain point in time, you get to decide, what do I want to normalize in my life now, because it helps me to live my best life. And I'm even kind of thinking about things that I have normalized in the past year, right? I have normalized SoulCycle in my life. Not only do I take classes pretty much every week, but I also work there, okay? I normalize fitness as a whole. I talk to a lot of different people who are super into fitness. I have normalized eating a certain way in my life. I have normalized this juice cleanse that I'm on. And I'm just noticing that even in these 3 days that I've been doing it, I also got a smoothie from a health foods place yesterday. I got a different smoothie from a different health foods place today. So it's like when you make that what you are focused on, more of that will appear in your life. And one of the podcasts that I was listening to as I was doing Uber Eats deliveries, because I felt like I might as well do something, and I kind of like the idea of being paid to drive around to listen to people who are filling my mind with things that I believe are helping me to get or embody that highest version of myself. So as I was driving along, one of the podcasts was talking about how your reticular activating system, or your RAS, is what will latch onto something and say, okay, let me show you more things that are related to that thing. And the example that's always given is, let's say you get a new car. Let's say you got a brand new Honda HR-V, right? And you got an HR-V in silver. That's the car I have. That's the reason why I'm using it. Before you got the Honda HRV, maybe you noticed them a little bit, but as soon as you get them, your RAS is like Honda HRV, Honda HRV, Honda HRV, where before you never were looking for Honda HRVs, but your RAS has become so aware of it that now it's pointing it out to you everywhere you go. The same can be said if you decide, I live a healthy lifestyle, I'm all about healthy food. Now, everywhere you go, your RAS is finding new juice places for you to go to, is finding smoothie places for you to go to, is finding health food stores for you to go to, is finding workouts that you can try out, is finding people who are interested in what you're interested in because you have trained your RAS to be on the lookout for those things. And I think the issue that so many of us have in our lives is that we have normalized things that we don't want in our lives, okay? We normalize feeling frustrated about our finances. We normalize feeling frustrated about our relationships, whether it's platonic or romantic. We normalize having job frustrations. We normalize being upset by our health, okay? We normalize these things that we don't really want to normalize because we're not fully aware of the fact that when we focus on something, we are expanding it in our reality. The only way to get to where you want to go is to normalize that place that you want to go before you even get there. And I believe that I'm doing this when I'm driving in my car, when I'm imagining, when I'm listening to these different people who are filling my mind with the types of beliefs that I believe are normal to the person that I'm becoming. And the same is true for you. And I think it's so easy to be a victim. It's so incredibly easy to be a victim. It's so incredibly easy to complain all the time and to find people who are willing to complain with you. But why would you want to normalize that in your life? Wouldn't you want to normalize something that's actually going to help you as opposed to something that's going to hinder you and make you feel more upset in your life, more frustrated in your life? But I think the hardest part that I found is really getting over yourself, because I think there's going to be little things that come in your reality as you are actually up leveling and you're normalizing new things. That's almost coming in to say, hey, remember me? Remember when I was normal? Do you want me to continue to be normal? Let me give you this little annoying thing to deal with. Maybe you'll go back to the way that you always were. You remember the way that was normal for you. Why are you trying to create a new normal? Keep the old normal, okay? And that's what I see these frustrations that come up in your life are as you're up leveling. It is your old normalized patterns trying to hook you back in so that you don't create a new normal. And you literally have to just ignore that. And you almost have to continually reinforce what your new normal is. Visualize it, feel into it. Talk yourself up, okay? Oh no, like, yeah, sure, maybe that's what's happening right now, but this is a reflection of old beliefs that I had. This present moment problem is a reflection of past beliefs. So if I don't want these to persist in the future, I have to have new feelings, new thoughts about this thing that I once did not like, okay? How is this thing serving me? And this happened to me today, actually twice today. But one of the instances where this happened to me today is I had some sort of, what was the issue? I had some sort of issue earlier today. And essentially I was like, wow, okay, I could respond in this way and it doesn't do anything for me. Or I could see it as, you know what, somehow, oh, I remember what it was. So essentially I ordered my uncle a pair of sneakers for Christmas and he didn't get it delivered to his door. I checked my email yesterday. It said it was delivered. So I'm like, okay, great. I gave it a day. He didn't text me and say like, hey, I got the sneakers, whatever. So I'm like, okay, that's strange. So I text him today because I got another email from StockX, which is where I ordered them from. And it's like, how are you enjoying your shoes? And I'm like, I am not enjoying them because they were a gift. And also I haven't gotten a text that they were received. Let me ask my uncle. So I asked my uncle and he's like, yeah, so I didn't get them. It looks like whoever it was delivered to, they kept the packages. And I was like, that's really strange. So almost immediately when that happened, I was like, this has to be working for my good in some way. I don't know how, but it is. I even asked my uncle, like, have your packages ever been stolen before? And he said, no, this is the first time. So I'm like, okay, The old version of me would be like, oh my gosh, why is this happening? Blah, 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 blah. But instead I was like, you know what? This is somehow going to work out for me. I have no idea how, but I know it's going to work out for me. And the immediate thing that I went to was when I came back from Dubai in 2015, and I lost my luggage. Like, they fully lost my luggage because I transferred planes in Moscow, and I did not come back with my suitcase on the same day. So I want to say maybe like a week later, they found my suitcase with all the presents that I brought back. So my immediate thing is like, okay, even though right now it looks like it's not working out, I still got my luggage at that point, and then I didn't lose it. So I didn't lose this package either. Somehow this package is going to come about, and it's going to teach me a valuable lesson. And maybe it's just me talking about this right now, but it's all in the mindset. It's all in how you're looking at something. You could either choose to allow something to take you out. Oh my gosh, this is catastrophic. What's going on? Or you can see it as there's something happening behind the scenes that I don't know yet that is going to magically reveal itself, and I will recognize that this was actually always working for my greatest good, my highest good, even though on the appearance of it, it was bad. And that's what you have to normalize. That is a mindset that you can reinforce in your life that can literally like transform your life. Bubba, really? Come, bub, come. So I say all that to say that you can normalize whatever it is in your life. You can normalize that things always work out for you, even if it seems like this is a really bad experience. Why does this always happen to me? Or why do good things always happen to me? Why do things always look like they're going in a bad direction and they mysteriously work out for me? But that is something that you have to catch in the moment. You can't do affirmations all day and expect for it to penetrate. You have to become conscious of the way you speak to yourself in your own mind. Be present in your body when it comes to any situation that you're in. And whenever you immediately feel a way, if it doesn't feel good, you need to stop it in its tracks and be like, hey, where is this coming from? Where is this negative feeling coming from? I don't normalize that. I don't normalize feeling bad when something triggers me. I don't do that. I take a step back and I think about, maybe this is teaching me something. Maybe there's something that I can't see that the universe, God, source sees, that I will learn from the situation. And you know what? This is actually a good thing. This is going to work out for me. And I have just been doing that so much. And the way that my mindset has gotten so much more positive, and it's also kind of just gotten me out of this doom and gloom place of feeling like the world is ending, because it's not. The world is not ending. You are in control of your inner world. And what happens in your inner world is eventually reflected in your outer world. There's a bit of a lag time, but you have to trust that you are the captain of your ship. Normalize what is going to help you in your life as opposed to normalizing what is not going to help you, okay? Certain behaviors, mindsets, thoughts, feelings are not getting you to where you want it to go, all right? They're actually taking you further away from where you want to go, but because you've normalized feeling bad for yourself, because you've normalized all of these habits that are not helping you, it is taking you further away from where you want to go. But the good news is you can normalize something different. Is it going to take time? Yes, obviously. Obviously, you're going to have to do it constantly, all the time, be mindful. But what's the alternative? The alternative is that you revert back to something that you don't want to normalize. So I ask you this, what do you want to normalize in 2026? And what are you willing to do in order to normalize those thoughts, beliefs, habits, so that you can actually embody that highest version of yourself that doesn't need drugs? If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. My name is Sydney. Join our community. And I hope to see you in the next one. Happy New Year if you're seeing this at the beginning of the year, or who knows, if it's later on in the year, still Happy New Year. You can always start a new year whenever you decide to, honestly. So yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye.